Welcome to Newslinks News. I'm Matthew, and here's what's making the headlines today. One of today's top news stories from newslinks.news is a recap from Rishi Sunak's press conference yesterday, where he vowed to house nearly 3,000 people at 2 new immigration centres within months, and this was despite court challenges against these controversial plans by local residents. These immigration centres are basically refurbished armed forces, barracks, things like that have just basically been refurbished into housing migrants crossing the channel into the UK illegally. And it says here, Sunak's efforts to stem the flow of small boats across the channel have also included securing 2 additional ships to accommodate 1,000 more people. So in other words, we've got 1 boat at the moment that will house 500 and we're going to get another 2, but they don't know when they're going to arrive. So they're going to get another 2 barges to house another 1,000. Now if you think about it, with government estimates, roughly around about 80,000 they reckon going to be crossing the channel this year alone from France into the UK illegally. That's going to be 160 boats, barge boats housing 500 people, going to be floating around the UK. Is that really going to be happening? Is that really going to be sustainable? I don't think so. It says here, in the press conference, Sunak reported that his plan was showing results. With crossings down 20% compared to the previous year, this decrease is reflected in the government's figures showing 2,000 fewer people crossing the channel compared to the same period last year. Now here's the thing, is that 20% decrease really because of his plans? Or is the 20% decrease, a reason behind that could be the weather and obviously the seas, the wind, rough seas, things like that? I reckon that's probably it, because his plans haven't really come to fruition, and I don't see him working. I really don't. And it says here, in addition to new housing facilities, Sunak also announced the arrival of a barge capable of housing hundreds of arrivals into the UK, with 2 or more barges set to accommodate 1,000 migrants. These barges aim to relieve pressure on local communities and hotel spaces currently being used to house migrants. Here's the thing, okay? You can add all this accommodation elsewhere, but adding new accommodation means you're going to be accepting more people coming into the country. Why is this not being stopped? Why is this not being stopped from happening from people coming into the country? Surely that should be the key priority compared to one simple thing, and there is one simple thing. Why are we wanting to accommodate more people coming into the country illegally? Okay, so coming into the country illegally, why are we not stopping that first? Why are we finding new accommodation to house anybody and everybody who fancies coming across illegally into the UK? Doesn't make sense, does it? Well anyway, Labour leader Keir Starmer criticised the government's policy as ineffective and costly to the taxpayer. But did he give his plan to curb migration? Not really. The only thing he says is we're going to be processing migrants' claims, asylum seekers' claims much quicker, much faster. Okay, will you do that, then what? You know, it doesn't make sense, does it? Are you going to stop people coming in from the country, and if so, how are you going to do it? No, there has literally been no plan given by the Labour Party. So, leave your comments in the comment section below. Do you trust Rishi Sunak, his plan to be working? Do you reckon his plan will work to stop the flood of immigration coming across the sea illegally, across the channel into the UK illegally? Do you trust Keir Starmer when he says, oh, it's ineffective? I think Keir Starmer's got a point. Yes, it is ineffective. But here's the thing, Starmer has no plan of his own. That's my opinion. What's yours? Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again.